The background noise that you're currently hearing is Mez finishing up the last bit of his domestic duties, which is code for I'm finishing doing the dishes. Because, well, I need to do the dishes. So, alrighty, so as the title says, once I'm done finishing up this last dish and, a coffee cup, we are going to be practicing round three's track, which for round three of the manufacturer series is the Nürburgring endurance track, which is part Northlight. I know I just hashed that up. Anyway, it's the big loop, but you get half of the Grand Prix circuit in it as well. Somewhat similar to what you get with the 24-hour circuit. So yeah, good times. Alrighty, dishes are done. Moral of the story, make sure your housework's done before you start getting on video games. Alrighty, so let's see. And as you can tell, today's miles are at 0. So let's go to the garage first. Get in that proper car. Change car, manufacturer, go down to the C's. There we go. We are going to do Seattle Sounders this week. It's a pretty car. So, I like it. I like it a lot. Excuse me, sorry for sneezing in your ears. See here, let's go ahead and get this thing an oil change and a bath before we go to Nürburgring. Custom oil change, 400 credits. Oh my god! Yeah, I gotta give my eldest like mad props and credits on this livery because I mean all of these are Seattle-based companies, and of course Seattle Sounders is the Major League Soccer team for the city of Seattle. Yeah, I was actually kind of happy to see Seattle get into soccer, and he even went as far as to put a Washington State plate on that. So yeah, happy days. It's a pretty car. Thank you, kiddo. Thank you, little man. I greatly appreciate it. Alright, so come into sport. This week's daily races, which I won't be doing mainly because Nürburgring is such a technical track that, I mean, it literally takes focus. So this week is Trial Mountain in a specified car. I have no idea what the specified car is. We've got Group 4s doing Interlagos and the Grand Prix circuit in Nürburgring for race C. Yeah, I may run that on Thursday. Doubt very seriously I stream it, but I will probably run it on Thursday. We come down here, local rankings, cover the point rankings real quick. So yeah, happy days. My driver rating went up from a C to a B with that last victory during round 2's manufacturer cup. So now Mez is back to being a B-rated driver. Happy days. First in the state of Florida, first in the manufacturer's ranking, and currently ranked 161st in the entire region involving North, Central, and South America. Okay. So, what are we doing here at the Nürburgring for Manufacturers Cup? Okay, so 16 cars, all that normal stuff, 12-minute qualifiers. So, pretty much you get to go out on the hot lap, and then you get one shot for a qualifier. We'll be racing 3 laps, 2 times fuel, 4 times tire. No required pit stop, and the tire is the hard tire. So this is actually just going to be 3 laps around Nürburgring, because yeah, even at 2 times fuel, my gas hungry car should be okay. Now I've already set a qualifying time, because at the end of the stream on Saturday I'd made the comment that I was going to go through and do some practice, and then as soon as the qualifying time actually came available, I jumped in. Happy days. And yeah, so currently an 8:39.2. Island is 9/10 and change in front of me. So in the world right now, with my ranking time, I'm ranked within the top 3250 of the world. I'm currently at 3198. But as you see, I am almost a minute slower than the first guy. Yeah, sad fantasy. So, this is going to take some work. Because I don't know this track like I know some of the other ones. Yeah, I don't know it. And this is one of those tracks that, I mean, this track will show up in daily races from time to time. But to stay consistent on this, I mean, I would strongly recommend you either go into Circuit Experience or something along those lines and run this track at least once a week, just to stay current and fresh, and yeah, see if we can beat Island's 8:38.2. Oh, that was stupidly slow. Right up a little bit high. And no, I do not recommend drifting around that. And we're on the proper. This thing's just got a ridiculous amount of turns in it. Did I mention I don't know this truck ugly? Riding that carousel has always been kind of like an Achilles heel for me. then we just open it wide up for like damn near 45 seconds, 30 seconds, something like that. That was even slower. And we're back again. Yeah, this track is so much about making sure you're at the right angle and how to corner. Just have to take it a little bit better this time. So good news, at one point I was 11 seconds down, I think I was, and by the time I got back, I was able to pull it back to under 2. shit. Okay, so that one is a lift? I don't know. Okay, so I'm happy with the fact of I eliminated 9 seconds off my current qualifying time. And I got a 4-star roulette ticket. Happy days. 8:28 would have been my optimum time. My last lap was like the absolute positive best. Which, I mean, with the way that the times were dropping, that stands to reason. But according to that, I'm still leaving, what is that, a second and a half, something like that? No, 2.5. Just under 2, well, 2.3. 2.3 seconds, which is actually a very I mean, that's a hell of a lot better than what I was yesterday, because yesterday I was leaving 8 seconds, so now I'm okay. Progress is being made. Alrighty, so you're gonna get the blue screen for just a moment because I need to screenshot this. Alrighty. Alrighty. And by jumping up 8 seconds, almost 8 seconds, where does that put me now? Almost the top 2,500. Now, I don't know if there has been a change. Scroll through. Now, there is a gentleman in a Citron, just like me, that is in the 8-minute range, so I'm still 30 seconds behind him. And I gotta be honest, if I get within 10 seconds of him, I will be just elated. I will be the happiest man on, yeah. It will be the good. Yeah, these are still 757, so 758, so sub 8 in a perfect world is where I want to be, but again, there are a few friendly reminders. One, I am in the GT3 league, not the GT1 league, so yeah, there's nobody in the top 50 at an 8-minute mark. Spec race car. That's good to see. I know I'm not signed with Ford, but it warms the cockles of my heart when I see that car up there. Okay, so 8-minute 402 profile user page. He's an A+ rated driver. So now you've heard me say on this stream before, your rating really doesn't dictate the quality of driver that you are, but just the fact of, yeah, I'm a happy man. Okay, let's see if I can actually go. I don't think I'll be able to get to my level because my PS4 has a tendency to lock up once I get past a certain number. And you would think that I would remember what that number is because I hit it every time when it locks up. So, and yet I don't. Okay, 802, A+ driver. Yes, I'm literally seeing, I mean, for the common folk, so to speak, where are they at? But I mean, of all these manufacturers I've ran across, I mean, we're approaching the top 500, and there are 2 Citroens in the top 500. Let it sit here for a second before I start scrolling down again. This is where I typically kind of slow down on my scrolling to let everything catch up. Because here's the thing, once you get a B-rated status, now B ratings for manufacturers and nations have their own league. They're the GT2 League. GT2 League is exclusively for B-rated drivers. But when you're in daily races, depending upon how strong you are as a B-rated driver, and I'm not talking about where your status bar is at. I mean the AI or the analytics goes through and puts together and says, okay, yeah, you can actually be running with these guys. So once you hit B status, it's actually not uncommon to end up in A+, A, B lobbies. Actually raced an S-rated driver on Monza one time, and I was like, why am I here? Why did you do this to me? You should not have done this to me. Okay, let me catch up. 805. A plus rated driver with a very, very, very thick A plus. So I mean, there's not many of us running these cars, which was part of the reason why I signed with them. That and their Group 4 machine actually drives like the Le Mans spec race cars. So I got my GT fix in Group 4. I think I just locked it up. Now the $64,000 question is, am I still broadcasting? Or did I just lock up the game? Well, let's take a look. Okay. So I locked the game up. I didn't lock the stream up. Okay. So I locked the game up. I didn't lock the stream up. Okay. Downside to it is, as soon as I kill this game and bring it back up, it's going to kill the feed. So, as a result, yeah, we're going to go ahead and end it here. So, yeah, happy days. I was able to improve on my time considerably. Downside to it is I was not able to save that replay. Sad pandas. So anyway, thank you very much for hanging out. I know it was a short stream, but I mean, I knew today and tomorrow were going to be short streams. Wednesday, I will actually stream the entire race. And then, depending upon how Saturday goes, you may see my bald head again. Well, not see my bald head because I haven't got a camera yet, but you'll hear my bald head. And we will take it from there. Thanks for joining me. And as always, I love you.